Driving back and forth over here. Guess it's employees. This is part of DPS too. So I'm looking for 2222 West of Canto or wait. Yeah, 2222 West Canto. So this is property pickup at 32325 North 22nd Avenue. So DPS visitors and employees only. They all drive the same vehicles, unmarked. Unmarked black Chevys. So I think this is the main building over here. I haven't been here in a while. So deliveries 2323 North 22nd Ave. I usually film from the other side. I believe this is a building that I'm looking for though. Bear with me 1 second. I just got this new streaming phone, and the case is kind of interesting. You know what I forgot? I forgot my headset in my car. So sorry if the sound quality isn't that good on this one. And I'm not wearing a mask. I have personal business here, so this phone is really not responsive. Could also be the hey, what's up? So yeah, I'm not wearing a mask. It's a government building, and the pandemic's supposedly over, so there we go. Could also be the screen protector that I'm using. I didn't really like this brand that much because the first couple had excessive bubbles, and then this one finally went on, but somehow got a piece of dust collected to it, and it's just not like touch responsive. So before the pandemic, I came here to try to get some records. Says they're closed, but I figured this was a couple weeks ago and things changed, so. So this is the Public Service Center, Shinefield Plaza, 2222 West Encanto Boulevard. here in Phoenix. So gonna try to see what I capture, you know. So it's been a little while. I forgot my press pass too, I noticed, but technically I don't need one. Okay, so lobby is still closed. Still making... Yeah, I can't believe they're still doing this because the pandemic's supposedly over. I hear some news about some mysterious strains in India, like a double strain. But okay, I'll have to submit a check to them. Got camera extending out here, so still not open, even though it says 8 to 5. Wonder if they have any employees working. I know a lot of state offices are going to working at home, so I've been in here a couple times. I was trying to get plate records, but they kept trying to tell me that they weren't public records. How's my feed? How's the quality? Because for some reason the last one it didn't save it, so I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna go do an audit of the rest of the building. So, are they doing appointments?
Oh, I'm not sure. I just have dropped.
Okay, okay, thank you. Yeah, Phoenix PD is by appointment only right now for all their administrative services. That's at 1717 East Grant Street. Been there many times. It's kind of sad that this is what it's turned into, where government doesn't want to serve the people at all. So whether or not if this virus is real or not, they're definitely proving a point that they don't want to serve the public. And there's some theories that it might have started to silence people that were speaking out against abuses from the government. So I can't see what you guys see, but build higher walls here. I don't know. I'll have to review the footage. I kind of came late. I didn't even bring my earpiece or anything, or a battery pack, so there's videos more to test the phone just itself. I don't believe this building 2148 is owned by UPS or the state. They're working on it right now. Kind of a weird location. Okay. I heard something on the radio that they were like suspicious of a brown Ford Explorer. So they were suspicious of an Explorer, and they were like, "Is this media?" And they were like trying to figure out. So I'll have to figure out what's going on with that. I came here for personal or public business, not personal, public business. So, like, yes, it does state that the lobby is closed, but this was a couple of weeks ago, so I guess I'll just have to mail a check and hope that I'll probably get it certified mail because I don't trust these people. Hey, what's up, Dark Side? How's it going? So far, no 2120. I don't think that's DPS or state related. But this is 2102 West Acanto, DPS. Yeah, allergies have been crazy lately, so it says no trespassing, but the gate's open and visitor parking, so this is definitely open for the public. I've been here a couple times as well. Wonder if their lobby's open. There's one SUV out here. These trees sure leave some nasty crunchiness. I haven't been here in a long time. So human resources and personnel is over here. So last video I saw of this area was caught you slipping audits, and he got stalked like mad. So it says face masks are required. Six feet apart. But the governor just released the order, so. Human resources. So no one's in here right now. So I can definitely maintain the 6 feet, even though the governor ended the order, so this is a state office. They might have their own employment policy still. So work exposure to bodily fluids Interesting. The law. Huh. So they're hiring, always hiring, Phoenix and DPS. So. Huh. Lemon Spanish. Hey, quick question.
Okay.
So the records department is closed. Is there any tentative date on reopen?
No, it's closed due to the coronavirus.
Okay, so everyone can go online and create a portal, correct?
A portal?
Yeah, like an online account for records.
I believe so. I don't work in that unit.
Okay.
So best thing to do is there's some sandwich boards out there.
Yeah.
Call the number
Okay.
on that location and they'll be able to tell you.
Okay, and yeah, I saw the signs and the phone number. I've tried to call them once before, but it was like.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard to get through.
So at least you guys admit to that. So.
Well, since the building's closed to the
Yeah.
public, everybody's been calling and they've been overwhelmed with calls.
So-
It's hard to get. Have you been able to leave a message?
No, I wasn't able to.
Yeah, they want to keep calling.
Okay.
I apologize. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. I understand more state employees are staying at home, so maybe that's
That
why.
could be it too.
So it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't work in that unit, so I
Okay.
can't tell you what their protocols are.
Okay, and what can the public come here for other than like say hiring and human resources? Is there any other services in this department that the public can reach?
Well, there's quite a few. If you saw the sandwich boards out there.
Okay.
There's 30-day impound, there's where people get their ACT cards, their guard cards. There's like 11 different units back there. I couldn't tell you
Okay.
what are back there.
And if someone has a crime to report, they can come in here and report that?
Depending on the crime,
Okay.
because we're highway patrol.
Yeah.
So they try to limit what they can do. But
Yeah. What about crimes involving police officers on the public?
They come in here.
they can come in here.
Okay. So the state now takes those types of criminal complaints?
We can at least take the complaint and
Okay.
take it forward to whoever it needs to be.
Obviously, it'd go to the district attorney or prosecutor's office to see if they want to charge.
That's kind of, yeah, over.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
above my
But
pay grade.
at least
Okay.
we can visually take the complaint.
Okay, cool.
We'll go from there, whatever.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, guys. You guys have a great day.
Take care.
So courteous vigilance, a lot better than last time I was here. They were actually pretty friendly, so that usually offends cops, by the way, when you ask where do I submit a complaint against a law enforcement officer. That irritates them like mad. So this looks like a pass, and I'm really not sure why they're going after caught you slipping. So I know Phoenix is getting hot and heavy. Today I kind of had an officer come up, but I didn't get detained or anything. So kind of want to see if it's just, so he's messing with the flag. So you hear that. If you have criminal complaints against officers, you can come here. Whether or not it will be investigated is all in the air. And then, so this is like a facilities technology building over here, and they might get triggered if I go stand over here, because this was one of the trigger points last time. But I was harassed in here last time, so they're definitely getting better outside of, hey, 6th Estate, how are you? Yeah, so they're getting better outside of, they getting better outside the leadership of Milstead. Yep. They were actually pretty decent, and I'm okay with you as a police officer as long as you're professional and respectful. It's not you that we're after. It's policies, lawmakers, which later today I might try to get a hold of Brett Roberts, who's creating this bill to silence protesters, First Amendment auditors, basically making it Class 6 felony. And it would basically, you're not even doing anything. The law reads, so they declare an unlawful order, and if you don't leave, you're arrested automatically for assault on an officer. And they're trying to ban burning of flags as well as other First Amendment protected speech. Namely, it states in the bill that no one can deface the thin blue line flag, which is absurd. And this politician states that they're pro-Constitution and that they're all about the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment, like, it's great that you're supportive of the Second Amendment, but the Second Amendment is not for target shooting. It's not just for protection of your own castle, your own house. It's protection against an unruly and uncivil government, which we have every right to abolish at any time and create new. So the Second Amendment protects the other rights. So it's, thank you, 6th Estate. It's Brett Roberts, and the bill is House Bill 2903. So I wanted to talk about that because Phoenix is really bad. I don't know if you've seen the politically charged segment from ABC 15. I know there's mixed feelings about police in today's day and age. And defunding and the whole use of force. They're trying to pin people against each other on this issue, where I'm noticing a lot of the Trump people that would usually support the police after the Capitol riots, a lot of them are saying, hey, we got a problem because that Secret Service person just assassinated that lady. So we definitely have a problem in America. And then obviously politically charging the people at the Capitol, albeit some people were unruly there. But I didn't think most people were out to commit any harm. So, but yeah, out here, I know they're worried about Antifa, which could be a problem depending where you're at. Here in Arizona, they know that everyone's armed, so they don't really resort to violence as much as other places. Trump people. Trump supporters. But to be honest, there's people, libertarians, that were for Trump. Um, so we might have someone that, ooh, they need to do a brake job on that car. But, yeah. There's a lot of people that were, like, for myself, it's more than just a president. The system has been going on for a long time. And I don't know. I think there's a lot more to it that the public doesn't even know about. I think Kennedy uncovered it, and that could be why he ended up dead. Not to say he was perfect himself, but I think there was a point where Trump was like, okay, I'm here to do my business, and then he realized, oh crap, I'm gonna end up dead. So I think he was well intentioned, but it might be already too late. We've already had a faction take over the United States some years ago. Thank you very much. We need help out here. So, House Bill 2903. You want to post a link to that even? I gotta make you a moderator probably, since you're always in here. Even though we haven't officially met, but you're always in here trying to help, so I hope to be able to do that later today. So this is like extra parking, and then they have facilities in here, and I think they do the communications in this building, because there's radio towers over here. This might be their dispatch too. So this looks like it's probably going to be a pass, folks. I don't have all day to spend out waiting for people. This gate before is what got us contact, so I'm gonna stand outside this gate, then probably walk back where I was. So 2010 West Encanto here in Phoenix. There's a couple of regular cars that have been driving around, but I don't really see like I have any stalkers, so I'm moving to walk. So yeah, I don't know. I see myself as semi-conservative, and that's why I get upset whenever I see Republicans who call themselves conservative, and they do dumb stuff like spend crazy amounts of money on public services, like overfunding the police here, and then just like making laws that prevent people from exercising their First Amendment rights. And yes, Antifa's a problem, like the core leadership of the group, or the lack of leadership. I'm not sure, to be honest, but up in Pacific Northwest, some of the members, even if they're not trying to do it, even though they're not trying to do it, like representing Antifa, but they'll go and assault random people. So I understand the concern, and I'm probably going to talk to them today, or try to at least send an email saying I kind of understand your concern, but at the end of the day, you can't stifle First Amendment speech, and you can't arrest people and ruin people's lives over a different opinion. Yeah, I know. they're nilly-dilly because it's not their money. That's why we need a politician tax. Where it all starts. That's where the corruption starts, is in the House, Senate, state, local, with your council and mayors. Everyone making deals on their own agenda, and left, right, it doesn't matter what, but it's people lobbying agendas and not representing the people as a whole. So we, in a sense, have taxation without representation, and our founders didn't close the gap for taxes. Yes, there's documents that go down the road of forbidding taxation, but they never established, and then no one fought tooth and nail when they tried to enact them. At least we're unaware of there being civil outcry of the taxation. So it was a constitutional amendment. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the 16th Amendment. So they started making all these extra amendments, and that's why we have the corruption that we have now. Because the people themselves, the politicians, became back in the founding days, they had regular jobs. They were normal people and would just come to support their community. Now it's a business. Now they're making tons of money. Maybe they say, oh, my salary is not that much, like $40,000 a year. Like, I'm just saying a Bay State senator, which could be plus or minus. So they're making $40,000 a year, and I hear the job, in a sense, is like 20-30 hours a week, so that's like part-time, but then they fill extra time going to events and lobbying, meeting with lobbyists. So that's what could change, to be honest. This car just that's a cop right there, but it could be changed if we make lobbying illegal, like lobbying Congress people illegal. I liked Trump's idea about defunding the benefits for Congress, but he never got to do it. That's one thing I liked about Trump in his campaign, even though I was concerned because he was also funded by the Fraternal Order of Police. So that really confused me, that he was funded by the Fraternal Order. So yeah. Have a looky-loo over here. Probably another cop. I'm gonna cross. So I'm getting looky-loos now. Hey, what's up? I thought that was a cop flipping me off for a minute. And then I'm like, what? Yeah, pretty much. They're related to the union. It's like a independent organization. But some say that they're kind of a Masonic group. I don't know. I haven't been able to do enough research, to be honest. So I'm gonna wait here. So yeah, basically we have a lot to work on here in Arizona. We need to inform the politicians that make these dumb laws that allow people to lobby. I'm pretty sure the police union lobbied these pro-cop Congress people to make these bills to stop protesters. But yeah, it doesn't help when you elect pro-cop people to your offices because that's already a bias. You really gotta. I don't think we can do it because everyone has a bias, but you gotta find like Christians or people that we got a giant camera over here. I feel so offended by that camera.
No mistaking.
Like
This is my don't fuck me up shirt.
it's big. It's a big camera. So I don't know if you saw, but they were pretty respectful inside that lobby.
I did see the
So-
lobby part. I was out here one day armed, and they were like, "Come on in." I'm like, "Yeah, right." Going in there.
Yeah.
It's a
Well-
big facility, though.
Well, so like a lot of them are pro Second Amendment, but when it comes to like the First Amendment, they kind of waver on them.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. So
Second is there to back up the first.
mhm. and all others. So I don't know if you heard about what's going on up on Greenway and I-17.
No, what's going on?
I
over
guess there was a guy who was shooting at the cops. So
there? Some that's a hero.
yeah. Well, you should be able to resist unlawful arrest.
Like that fool that fucking drove off.
Uh-huh.
When they were trying to pull him out of the car with their guns.
Yep. This phone, the battery is actually pretty decent. I'm impressed. Didn't spend 800. I spent 200.
I was just right across over there. I was like, "Oh shit!" Started checking all my messages. Couldn't find what I was looking for.
Yeah. I got a meeting, so I went here. So I was trying to get these public records, and they're still closed, even though the governor released the order.
Yeah,
They're still closed,
yeah.
and it's like
Because
really
these aren't city buildings; these are state buildings.
well, yeah. So I don't know if it's state employee policy or what, but technically they're supposed to be open.
Yeah, I think they're just riding us out as far as they can.
And how not to serve the public and still get paid. So yeah, I didn't really think they'd like freak out too much. I was actually about to leave, and then
That's why I just saw this. Oh shit, he's live. It's like,
I
I'm right
thought
down
you
the
were a
street.
cop at first. I'm like, geez.
Everyone always says that you look like a cop. I'm like, oh fuck. I don't even like those motherfuckers.
I know. But at
Because I
least-
like police stuff. I like their stuff. If it's good enough for them, it should be good enough for me, right?
Yeah,
I like their stuff. They got cool. I'd rather have military shit,
you should run for sheriff. The first cop watcher to be nominated sheriff.
but oh my god.
That'd be awesome.
It'd be awesome for the citizens, not so much to the sheriff's department. They'd be fucking pissed.
So you hear
Fucking
that?
dicks will all be
You
in
hear
a
that? You supposedly can make criminal complaints here against officers.
Oh yeah.
That's what they told me. So
I think it went before and they didn't bother me, but I've seen them bother other people. So I
like
guess
caught you slipping. They love him.
Yeah, dude. Poor guy.
I know. I don't know if there's like something in his notes, because we all have our own file. Up in Washington, outside of Seattle, WSP has some notes on me. Their fusion center. I'm like some radical, crazy libertarian, is what the notes state. I can't find I got a public record from them, but when I moved, I couldn't find it. It says I'm a crazy, radical libertarian.
Oh, wow. Crazy radical libertarian.
Whatever that means. That I love other people. To leave them alone and don't touch their stuff.
Right?
So, I don't believe in extortion. So that's a problem with them. What camcorder is that?
A little Canon.
Okay.
I'm actually looking to upgrade. It's okay, but I want a better one. A little bit better quality.
We had looky-loos for a minute. So I saw Penn Zone on crutches earlier, and then the King County Sheriff
Oh, yeah?
at the helicopter press conference. Really, really weird. And then I think I saw Joe Arpaio like trying to hide behind the helicopter.
I don't even know why that fool shows his face anywhere.
I don't know,
He's
but
like the disgraced sheriff.
but at the end of the day, they still like him, like secretly. They won't tell the.
Deputies do, not Penzone, but his deputies. Who knows?
Yeah.
Penzone's probably fucking sucking the cock too.
I wouldn't be surprised. They're all in the same group.
Teach me, Sheriff Joe.
Uh-huh.
Teach me. Right? Yeah.
So they're all the same, left to right. Hey, we got FedEx.
Is it the employee that went ape shit over there, or what?
I don't know.
They're still
I
not
just
telling nobody
yeah.
about it yet, huh?
But what's weird is like it disappeared from a couple news agencies afterwards. So you know Biden's trying to yell for gun control right now.
Yeah.
So
You know why I bet you too? Bet you fool walked in there with a pistol. Bet you walked in there with a pistol, and his whole thing is on AR-15s right now.
Uh-huh.
Then you go out there and use them, the one gun that actually commits the most murder in their country.
And they're legally bought most of the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know, unmarked right there. I don't know if you saw Bundy, but I guess he's not supposed to have a gun, and he bought a pistol legally at a gun shop. And so.
Says your government.
Yep.
Well, let's have the government make more rules.
So rules don't help. And more than likely they go after the people that, hey, like I'm being assaulted. I had to shoot someone because like my sister is getting raped, and technically I'm not supposed to have a firearm because like I failed some dumb like paper mental health test. So that's the problem that we face. Interesting lashes.
Yeah.
So I don't. Let's go stand by this gate. Usually they flip out.
It's like it's got all their weird security
This-
tower thing over
This
there.
is communications and facilities for DPS. Every time they flip out right here for some reason. Because they claim it is a security threat. If it is, why don't you build like a 20-foot high?
Yeah. Last time I was here, they didn't bother me, but it was on a weird day, so.
And this might be our contact right here.
Fucking right.
Because they drive these Chargers.
Well, they drive everything at DPS. They steal your shit and fucking
Yep.
plate it. They don't even change the plates.
Nope.
They keep your plates on it. Yeah. No.
Yep, so we have a contact right here.
I can with the cell phone.
Breaking cell phone.
881.
Breaking cell phone law right here.
The cell phone.
Breaking cell phone law, call DPS.
state law that you
Yep.
can't do that.
Yep. Well,
You're
they
only allowed to hold it for GPS purposes.
they actually have it written themselves exemptions. Did you see
Really?
that? Yep. So if you're in the line of duty, if you're a blue line stain, you can do whatever you want. Is
But
pretty much.
snapping photos, I don't think is.
I was hoping that he would get it rear-ended driving that
dope.
slow. Cops need so obviously, like, I'm not asking for it to happen, but I think it'd be funny if they get caught on camera playing with their electronic devices and they get rear-ended or hit. To stop that exemption that they shouldn't even have. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Black National Freedom Fighter, MCW? So that was one of their Charger unmarked units, snapping photos and driving super slow in front of the station here. So there's a new law forbidding cell phones here in Arizona and the use while driving. Obviously, law enforcement wrote themselves an exemption. So starting to get thirsty out here. I have to head out soon because I have a date with Phoenix PD. Yeah, now it is everywhere. It didn't used to be. That's recent here in Arizona. It just passed like within the last year. Tahoe. Tahoe. I almost thought we were in an office complex. Here's
Our buddy's back on camera.
that's a different one. That's another one. I'm gonna walk towards them.
Okay, so 1 p.m. you said?
So this is a service center back here. So communications. Okay, he went inside the gate over here. I was gonna follow him, but he already went in, so.
All right.
Yeah, I mostly did this because I wanted to test out the streaming phone a little bit more. I gotta get a new body cam because the one that I bought overheats, so that's not good in Arizona. This, I'm wondering if it's gonna overheat come summer. Like, there's really no way to tell yet. I'm starting to sweat, but it's kind of humid today. There's cloud cover here in Phoenix. So we had a couple looky-loos, but nothing prominent over here. I'm gonna wrap this up shortly and get on some personal business. We're gonna pass right behind you, brother. I think he was reading the Bible.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Especially if he, keeps constant conversation going where he's really nice and she's getting upset. Anything like that. It's the whole bait game.
Wanted to inquire more, but not everyone wants to be filmed, and
Don't make any contact.
I try to be respectful, although you don't have a right to privacy in public.
And make sure you're not real slanderous.
But just out of respect, I don't go put my camera in people's faces. I'm not out here just to cause reactions. Yeah, there's so there's 2 coats. So if you want, go to Kachi Slippin' Audits and watch his DPS video where he's stalked and harassed by the Department of Public Safety. They followed him all the way to a different side of town, I guess. I don't know what's in his notes, but
You see that one where the video ran up to me?
yeah, I don't know what's in his notes, but law enforcement doesn't like him. He's not really aggressive.
She said it.
He's not like some of the cop watchers and auditors. Very, very laid back, calm demeanor. The only thing though, he gets too close, and I tell him just make sure your hands are in sight at all times. Because obviously getting too close, they can light you up.
All right, cool.
So
All right, later.
they wouldn't feel bad about it. I don't know if you guys saw the shooting in Chicago of the 13-year-old. He had his hands raised. Yes, he had a gun, and maybe he was like doing some mischief. But at the end of the day, that cop wasn't really in danger. Like, he had his gun to the kid, and the kid had his hands up. The kid wanted to live, but the cop shot him several times, killed him. Kind of made me think of Antonio Arce, except this kid actually tried to surrender and put his hands up, which goes to show you can't, like, they're out there to as a judge, jury, and executioner right now. And that's a problem. They shouldn't have immunity. Hopefully that cop gets charged, and I don't know, maybe we need to make a new charge, like abuse of public service, or I don't know really. But I think the easiest charge right now, charging police, would be manslaughter, assault with a deadly weapon. I don't really think in most cases you can. Okay, so I'm getting scrambled again. It's either YouTube, but YouTube would hinder my account, so it's got to be the Fusion Center or DPS shutting down my stream. So obviously, so VPN is not enough, folks. There's other methods that you can do to avoid getting shut down, but your phones aren't safe. If they want access into your phone, they will get into it. Snowden's correct about everything. It's the cell companies designed it to be like this for whatever reason. But there's a back door. Obviously, it's really hard to go completely incognito. A lot of personal habits is how hackers, they have blue ribbons. They're killing the tree with blue ribbons.
Right?
So, but yeah, so Snowden's right about everything that he talks about, so you can't really go incognito. A lot of social habits is what gets hackers caught most of the time. We're all human. We all leave some type of trace, even the best. And they have crazy amounts of resources that most people don't. And I'm not talking about criminals. There's a difference between criminals that hack and people that hack for reasons of whistleblowing. Why do I not have my feed? I don't know what's going on, folks. Let me try. Okay, I'm out with AZ Unfiltered. Okay. Really? Okay. Eminem, hey, what's up? I haven't hung out with you yet. We haven't done audits. Hit me up if you know anyone's number. I get my number from them. I just don't have a whole lot of time right now to go out and do too much of this, so you gotta keep food on the table and pay your bills, and I got a family now, so I completely understand what Amon Bundy said the other day when he was talking about the trucks and like going to prison for a couple of years and having a family. Like I don't understand that part, obviously, but like being an activist and having a family is really hard. It's like Arizona auditor going to jail. He has a pretty decent sized family. Okay, cool. That works. Yeah, so, but it's like if you're a real patriot, if you really love not so much the country but your community, you will be out, you will do what's right, what's needed. So I'm gonna call it quits here, I think, because I think I don't think they're gonna, oh, hey. Just when I'm about to walk away, we have two people walking out. Yeah, I don't think we're any bother to them today. But when you think that, then they start doing the opposite. So it looks like he's going through that gate. And it's weird that they're afraid of the camera. Yeah, they're afraid of cameras. And you know what they say, you know, about criminals. Like, I've been in areas where there's been possibly active crimes going on, and my camera stopped the crime from occurring, because no one wants to be caught doing shenanigans on camera, because the camera can't lie. People can lie, but cameras can't lie. Got the camping trailer over here. Nice breeze going here in Phoenix. That's Axon symbol, I think. Like Axon body camera, right?
Yep.
That's
Look
weird.
at all they had in there.
Weird.
I was commenting about how DPS so happens to be really big on keeping their vehicles and their stuff clean.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, Phoenix PD.
And
The dingiest color of white you can think of is on Phoenix PD.
and you don't see hardly of them with body damage driving around either.
Yeah, no.
Phoenix will do random stuff like you'll see in the protests. They'll just run over barricades, cones with our vehicles.
Bet you lose opponents if you fuck up your car working for DPS.
Uh-huh.
See here. There's one coming. He's gonna stop my truck. Nope.
I think I'm gonna head.
Because it doesn't look like an auditor's truck.
No,
It looks like a piece of shit.
I thought you were a cop, to be honest.
That's why I bought it. It looks like an old city vehicle. I bought it. It's mostly so that I can put my yellow light on.
Slow down!
Yeah, I bought my truck so that I can put yellow lights on it when I show up to hunting spots at like 3 in the morning. Fucking freaks everyone out. They clear out and I get a prime spot. My buddy's a city worker.
Old school Crown Vic.
Yeah. Crown Vics are good cars. They're a little underpowered, but they're good.
Yeah. They're durable.
Yeah. The only problem is though, is you can buy a Tahoe now. It gets the same gas mileage and has like way more horsepower.
Yep.
So unless you're getting a nice Crown Vic for $2,500, it's almost not worth it.
Well, Tahoe you can use for other stuff. Like
Crown Vic, though.
quote unquote American. Like, even though it'd be cool rolling around in a police looking vehicle, because when I first started doing cop watch around here, I was in a Victoria. Oh yeah, I was in a Crown Victoria, and I remember one time in North Phoenix off of Bell, I was there was a helicopter and they were radioed into me to like respond to the transmission, like thinking that I was an actual cop. It's hilarious. So I got past like tape because they thought, yeah. So but I was failing to respond to my radio traffic. It was so hilarious. I wish I recorded that like from the inside. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I got some to do. I'll go live at some Canine Doggy Festival at Westworld this weekend. I don't know. I guess the Nazi party's coming, supposedly. The Nationals. But I don't know if I'm going to make it to that. I might make it to the canine thing, watching canines attack police officers, hopefully. But anyway, signing out, Phoenix Cop Watch in Phoenix, Arizona, with AZ Filtered. Peace.
Undercover in his mini.